ladies and gentlemen on Facebook. My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller because I'm the natural and I'm born to be the thriller. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So, welcome everyone to the RAW review. This will be the December 28th, 2017 edition. And a lot to talk about for this episode of Monday Night Raw. Not a whole lot, but just to give you my quick thoughts, results, analysis, rants, and the whole 9 yards. So let's get on the way. Here we go. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to on Facebook if I can do more Facebook videos on Facebook Live. So here we go. Let's get started. Before I move on, just want to do a little plugging. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I am Robert Serrano Jr., please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like what I'm about to do in this video, give this video a like. But if not, then give this a dislike. The choice is yours. But with that being said, let's get right into it. So like I said, this will be your Raw review, December 18th, 2017 edition. And for this week's Raw, they were in Providence, Rhode Island. You have Michael Cole, Booker T, and Corey Graves on commentary. So the show opened up in the first hour of Raw. We get Kurt Angle coming out to make an announcement about what's going to happen when it comes to Brock Lesnar at the WWE Royal Rumble 2018. Well, of who he's going to face at the Rumble. Because they did the match between Braun Strowman and Kane last week, where it ended in a no contest. So also Braun Strowman comes out to interrupt Kurt Angle before he gets a chance to make an announcement. Braun Strowman says that he was left standing last week against Kane, even though the match was already over because they both lost. They both lost the match by a double countout. But Braun Strowman fought Kane after the match and everything, and basically was the last man standing from that brawl. And Braun Strowman says he deserves that opportunity of the title. And then also Kane comes out. He comes out and talks about how he should be the one facing Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. He talks about how Undertaker went up against Brock Lesnar and he wants to do the exact same thing. And then also we get Paul Heyman coming out and he basically let everyone know that the Beast, the undisputed, basically the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion Brock Lesnar is here. So Brock Lesnar comes out. About Barry, when it comes to the crowds in Providence, Rhode Island, awesome crowds. They were awesome for tonight's Raw. So Brock Lesnar comes out. He, the Universal Champion. He surrounds the ring. He gets in the ring. All of a sudden, Kurt Angle makes a quick announcement that it's going to be Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Universal Championship at Royal Rumble against Braun Strowman and Kane in a triple threat match. Now, some people talk about how that's been rumored for a week now, and some people also were also saying that was going to be the match was going to be made because how it came about. And you're gonna make another rant on Roman Hall Productions. I don't know yet. But right now I'm not worried about that. Fuck Roman Hall Productions. I'm not worried about him right now. He's nothing to me. So yeah, so Kurt Angle, but thanks for the comment though. But yeah, so Kurt Angle, once he made that announcement, he immediately left the ring because he knows shit was about to go down between Strowman, Kane, and Lesnar. So sure enough, it happened. They start brawling. Braun Strowman ends up being tossed out of the ring. Kane was taken out by Brock Lesnar with an F5, which by the way, Kane was struggling to get on Brock Lesnar there. Like I said, Kane, he can't do this anymore. He should be done. I don't understand why he's got to do this. Why he's got to continue doing this to himself. He's nowhere near his prime anymore. So I don't know. But sure enough, Brock Lesnar gives me F5. Brock Lesnar leaves. Braun Strowman was standing outside of the ring, and like why he can't go back in the ring or at least confront Brock Lesnar? Why he's just standing there? But then Kane also he sits up, and that's how the segment ends. Basically, it was just a mini brawl, so not else to talk about this, but whatever. But yeah, that was the opening of Raw. Next, WWE announces that they have now 20 million subscribers on YouTube. When it comes to WWE's having their YouTube channel, and I'm like, that's great, but what's that got to do with getting those much subscribers on the WWE network? What's that got to do with your product overall? You know, yeah, they could get on 20 million subscribers because on YouTube it's for free, but why are they struggling having that type of subscribers when it comes to the WWE network? They don't even have 1 million subscribers. So yeah, who cares about that? But yet this is the same WWE company that talks about, how internet fans and everything, right? Yet they're using the internet. So they get Seth Rollins coming out. He's going to have his match against Samoa Joe. That was announced. And then Jason Jordan comes out. I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought it was supposed to be Samoa Joe. So Jason Jordan comes out, basically interrupting the match. I mean, it made the match didn't actually happen because Samoa Joe didn't come out yet. Seth Rollins was waiting for Samoa Joe, but then Jason Jordan came out instead. And JoJo, the ring announcer for Raw, she announced Jason Jordan. I mean, is she a stupid idiot or what? I mean, I know she works with people backstage, and she knows, the scheduled matches are set up there. So why the fuck is she announcing Jason Jordan when she knows that Samoa Joe is the right opponent for Seth Rollins? Stupid idiot. Like, she's beautiful, she's hot and everything. She's got a nice ass, nice tits, beautiful face and all that. She could sing. She was never anything good in the ring as when she was a wrestler. She's okay as a ring announcer, but yeah, JoJo's a stupid idiot. Just for that. So Jason Jordan, he came out there because he wants to wrestle against Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe comes out and says, "How about you both wrestle each other, and whoever wins, I'll get to face me." Basically, that's what Samoa Joe said. So Seth Rollins says, "No, it's gonna be you and me that we're scheduled to have a match tonight." And then basically Seth Rollins also insults Jason Jordan by saying, "Take care of your daddy issues," because Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan, that whole angle where Jason Jordan is the legitimate son of Kurt Angle. Stupid. So Jason Jordan shoves Seth Rollins down. Seth Rollins falls down, and then Seth Rollins agreed to have the match against Jason Jordan, while Samoa Joe was sitting at ringside. So the match happens. Match itself, it was average. Not anything great, but an average match. Not else to say about that. Seth Rollins made contact with Samoa Joe a little bit by having Jason Jordan ram into Samoa Joe, and then he kicks Samoa Joe under the chin. Then Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins ends up wrestling back in the ring, and Seth Rollins does the rolling knee. I think that's his finish. That's the name of his finish move. Basically, the finish move that Seth Rollins does is the move that he stole from Kenny Omega. But anyways, yeah. But Seth Rollins wins the match though, and it was a long match too, by the way. But yeah, right. That was a good match. Um, but I think Seth Rollins calls it the. I'm trying to remember what he called it, but whatever. But basically, it's the move that Kenny Omega does, but whatever. That finishing move. But anyways, so after the match, Samoa Joe gets in the ring and starts fighting with Seth Rollins. Referees try to back him up and everything. Samoa Joe does a cheap shot. Because what comes to WWE, oh yeah, the heels got to do cheap shots to get the better advantage, right? Stupid. So Samoa Joe takes out Seth Rollins, and then also he takes out Jason Jordan, and that was the segment. All right, now let's get to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. He talks about Matt Hardy, about him being woken, and then he starts making fun of Matt Hardy's laugh, which I thought was funny. And he talks about that Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt is gonna have the Great War, get ready to begin somehow, some way, and we'll see how that turns out. So yeah, that was the only time we saw Bray Wyatt, by the way, at that point. So whatever. Oh, before that though, I forgot to mention this. Before that, Kurt Angle was backstage with, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Jason Jordan were in the office of Kurt Angle. They basically want Samoa Joe and everything, And Kurt Angle decides to make the match between Samoa Joe and the Bar versus Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Jason Jordan. We'll get to that later. So yeah, and then we got the Bray Wyatt promo, which by the way I already mentioned about the Bray Wyatt promo. I thought it was alright. Next we get Finn Balor versus the Mr. Raj. Now, 2 weeks ago, Finn Balor wrestled against Bo Dallas. He beat him. Last week, Finn Balor wrestled against Curtis Axel. He beat him. And now this week, he's wrestling both of the Mr. Raj in a handicap match, which it started in hour number 1, but it bled into hour number 2. But Finn Balor ends up winning the match via disqualification because Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel were breaking the rules, obviously. So yeah, so they're doing a beatdown on Finn Balor, and like, oh really, WWE, this is how you're gonna bury Finn Balor? But then all of a sudden, a familiar theme music played. For 3 seconds, I couldn't make out who it was, until finally it started playing. I started it kept on playing, and then, oh wait a minute, are you kidding me? I was like, are you kidding me? So we get the Raw debut of Hideo Itami, aka Kenta. He comes out to save Finn Balor from the beating. Similar to what Finn Balor did with with Hideo Itami back at NXT. When Finn Balor made his debut on NXT to help out Finn Balor, for Finn Balor to help out Hideo Itami against the Ascension. Wow. So yeah, Hideo Itami on Raw. And the reason he's on Raw because he's part of the Cruiserweights. When it comes to 205 Live, which by the way he's gonna be debuting 205 Live this week. I can't wait to see that show. I can't wait to see who he's gonna wrestle too. But here's another treat here too. So in hour number 2, we get the Mr. Raj, which is, I should mention, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, versus Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. They have a match, good match. Oh yeah, so I should mention the handicap match. I was like, it was alright, but they make it to this tag team match, and I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good tag team match for what it was. So in the end, Finn Balor takes out Bo Dallas, then Hideo Itami. Basically, Hideo Itami was showcasing what he can do in the ring. Not that much he did because again, it was a tag team match, so he didn't do much in the tag team match because he was in the corner, and then also he got the hot tag. But then Hideo Itami does, who's the originator and the master of the GTS, go to sleep. Hideo Itami hits the GTS onto Curtis Axel and gets the 3 count in the win. And some crowds, not all of them pop for it, but a few of them did. But good showing there for Hideo Itami, and good showing for Finn Balor. I'm hearing from someone on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not that they're gonna move Finn Balor to 205 Live now. I hope that's not true. Because if that's true, then that's vindication that WWE, and what I mean by WWE, I mean Vince McMahon. That's vindication there that that is true, that they really are burying Finn Balor. I mean, think about it. Finn Balor, former Universal Champion, the first ever Universal Champion, former NXT Champion. He's over with the crowds. He sells merchandise. And if he is going to be part of 205 Live, wow, what a demotion that is for Finn Balor. Wow, but I don't know. I hope that's not true though. But we'll see how that turns out. Next we get Renee Young interviewing Cedric Alexander. He says he's going to beat Drew Gulak. He's going to become the number 1 contender. He's going to face the Cruiserweight champion, whatever they're going to set that up. Maybe at Royal Rumble. And he's going to become the new Cruiserweight champion, and I hope he does, because Cedric Alexander is an amazing wrestler. Next we get WWE talking about The Rock, receiving the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and yeah, that's all. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, basically, he got the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which probably congratulations to The Rock. He really does deserves it. A great actor, and hopefully hopefully he one day will win an Oscar. Next we get Enzo Amore cutting a promo, talking about Drew Gulak, who's Gabby Gulak, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember how you called him. Wait, in fact, let me look up him here. Gaba Gulak. I think that's what he called him by. Gabagulag. I'm trying to remember if you call him by Gabagulag. Okay, I thought it was funny. But he's been calling that for weeks now. But I just never pointed out though. But then he talks about Cedric, the Entertainer, Alexander, not great. And then he talks basically he makes reference about Star Wars because Star Wars the Last Jedi, that movie. Um, and then Drew Gulak cuts a promo. He talks about how he's um, Jar Jar Banks from Star Wars. Oh my God, from Star Wars Episode 1, the 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 Phantom Menace. And then he just talks about how he's gonna win, the cruiserweight, the number one contendership cruiserweight match and all that against Cedric Alexander, and basically he's kissing Enzo More's ass, because according to Drew Gulak, Enzo More is Drew Gulak's mentor. This is how far the this is how low the bar has fallen right now when it comes to Enzo More, if he's a mentor when it comes to the cruiserweight division, because he's a cruiserweight champion. Let's forget about the fact that he can't wrestle, but whatever. Um, but we get this match on the way, between Drew Gulak versus Cedric Alexander. While Enzo More was on commentary, and like, damn, why he's gonna be on commentary? Now he's gonna be talking and talking and talking, 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 and that's what he did. And plus, because of commentary, he's talking to, basically on having words exchange with Corey Graves, which I thought was hilarious though. But so we get the match on the way. Good match, by the way. At first, it was starting off a little average, but then it started picking up a little bit. It was so they're really going home with this match between Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander. So also Enzo More was talking about how Drew Gulak was doing a submission move onto Cedric Alexander, and he's like, I told him that. Like, you don't know how to do submission moves. What are you talking about? Enzo More, man, what the fuck, man? He thinks he's all that. Like, but there was some funny comments there that he made on commentary. I thought he was entertaining on commentary because he's a good talker. I'll give him that. He's a good talker, but he's annoying as fuck, man. And he sucks in the ring, by the way, as a wrestler. But he talks about how he taught Drew Gulak that submission move, and like, no, he didn't. And then I don't remember who asked him the question, like, what's it called? And he's like, it's the Gaba Gulak. I think he said the Gaba Gulak grip. And I'll be honest, I laughed at that. I thought that was funny. And then Corey Grace says something to to Enzo More. I'll start wondering, dude, does Enzo More and Corey Grace hate each other? I mean, I heard reports that Corey Grace can't stand Enzo More, but do they? Is it really true? Do they really hate each other? And if that's the case, then why would they have Enzo More on commentary? And then all of a sudden they're taking shots at each other. Oh man, I don't get this. But also we see Drew Gulak. I mean, not Drew Gulak. Also we see Enzo More on his phone. He got a text, which I'll get to later. So because of that, Enzo More left his commentary booth. I mean, yeah, he basically left the commentary. He said something smart to to Corey Graves. I don't remember what he said, but I thought it was funny though. In fact, let me see if it says here. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe scroll down a little bit. No, it'll say. Okay, whatever. So, anyways, so the match still continues. It was a very good competitive match between both Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak. So in the end, Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check, and he gets a 3 count in the win. And like, yes, Drew Gulak is out, and Cedric Alexander is in. Happy that he won. So now we're gonna get in the future, WWE Cruiserweight Championship match between Cedric Alexander versus the champion Enzo More, which I hope Cedric Alexander finally gets that belt off of Enzo More. Oh man. So Cedric Alexander, tremendous performance tonight, and you know, hope he does win the cruiserweight championship. Whenever they decided to do that, maybe around 205 live, which no one's going to be watching, but I will watch it though. Probably the next episode of Raw, maybe somewhere on Raw, before Royal Rumble, or maybe after Royal Rumble. Who knows? Maybe on the pre-show Rumble, whatever. If it is, whatever. But I'll still watch it though to see Cedric Alexander win. He better win. But anyways, there you go. That was that. So then we get to Enzo Mori confronting who texted him, and obviously it was Nia Jax, because they're doing this love triangle. I mean, this love angle. I mean to say with Enzo Mori and Nia Jax. So Enzo Mori said, "I got your DM," and then Nia Jax was like, "Let's start a conversation because they're going to be a thing now." And then Drew Gulak shows up, basically he basically cocks block Enzo Mori. So Drew Gulak is saying, "I let you down. I let the Zoe train down," and Nia Jax says, "Well, maybe we should do this some other time." And then Enzo Mori gets mad because of that, and there you go. So Drew Gulak, I don't know what they're gonna do with this, but Drew Gulak, I think he's getting over with the crowds, by the way. But oh man, but I thought that was hilarious. Enzo Mori got pissed off. Well, if I was on trying to get with Nia Jax, I would be pissed off too. When someone gets him in that way. Because Nia Jax, she's not like most girls. Next we get Asuka versus Alicia Fox, and Asuka wins. Moving on. What else should I say in this match? I hate Alicia Fox. She fucking sucks. On next Raw, does Snickers promotion where they're showing some old clips about what happened on Monday Night Raw, and they show the debut of Chris Jericho. Where The Rock was making kind of promo to the Big Show, and then all of a sudden we get the Millennium Countdown, and it was Chris Jericho, and then he does the "Welcome to Raw is Jericho." So yeah, that was presented by Snickers. So there you go, and that's the end of hour number 2. Now we get into hour number 3, which features Samoa Joe and The Bar, which is Sheamus and Cesaro, the Raw Tag Team Champions, versus Jason Jordan, teaming up with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And by the way, there was no Roman Reigns this week, thank God. But yeah, the match itself was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. And by the way, these crowds were white hot in this match. By the way, they wanted to see the hot tag with Dean Ambrose, but unfortunately, it never happened. It never happened. But it was still a very good competitive match. All 6 guys, I meant to say, in this match they did their job. It was pretty good. And then we get Dean Ambrose, where Cesaro kicked him off because keep in mind, Ambrose looking for that hot tag for Seth Rollins, but then Cesaro comes running into Dean Ambrose, knocking him off. Look at him with a heavy elbow pad that Dean Ambrose was wearing. I think he's going through an injury, which probably they did this angle where Seth Rollins did the suicide dive onto the bar. No, actually, Sheamus was in the other side of the ring. It was Cesaro and Samoa Joe. So, and Dean Ambrose was in the way too, by the way. So Dean Ambrose goes down, and then he landed very awkwardly on his elbow. I don't remember what side it was. I think it was his right elbow. I think it was right elbow. Yeah, it was his right elbow. Now, I remember now. His right elbow was heavily where you could tell it was heavily taped, but it was covered with the elbow pad that he was wearing. So Ambrose was saying that his elbow's hurt and everything. Now I don't know if it's true, if he is hurt, legitimately hurt, but he's been checked out by a doctor from ringside. And then also he gets Seth Rollins in the ring. He gets bro kicked by Sheamus, and Sheamus goes for the cover. No, actually, Cesaro was legal. I forgot. Yeah, Cesaro was legal. So Cesaro goes for the cover because after Sheamus goes for the bro kick on Seth Rollins, and the Bar and Samoa Joe gets the win. So yeah, good match. But let me look up the Ambrose here before I move on. I don't know if he is hurt, but it says that he's legit. He, Ambrose might be legitimately hurt. He might be legitimately injured. Maybe he's working through an injury. Just like Sheamus is right now working through an injury that could end his career. I'm talking about Sheamus, not Dean Ambrose. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on yet, but anyway, so moving on. So then we get to a limo arriving backstage, from the parking lot, and I'm like, oh no, don't tell me that's it. Oh, I think it is. And sure enough, Stephanie McMahon. And like, fuck. Like what she's there for. And I get it. She's the Raw commissioner and everything. She's got every right to be there and all that. But fuck, man, get her off my fucking TV. I can't stand her. But but it makes sense why she's there. We'll get to that later. All right, here we go. My favorite part of the night so far. Woken Matt Hardy. Yes. So he's playing chess with someone, but we can't see him, or we can't see who he's playing with, basically. So sure enough, the camera zoomed out to show who Woken Matt Hardy was playing chess with, and he was playing with a goldfish. I'm not kidding you, a goldfish in a bowl. A reference to the goldfish name as Napoleon Bonaparte. I don't know, but Matt Hardy says that the battlefield of the WWE is like a chessboard. Um, he says one wrong move can lead to total annihilation. His light will illuminate brighter than any darkness. And he says Bray Wyatt can cast. He says now that the new battlefield is set, he'll stand side by side with his Woken warriors, Bray Wyatt and his evil queen, Sister Abigail. Which just hope that's not a split personality. And basically, they must be stopped. And then he says they must be deleted. Like delete, 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 delete. And he kept doing that that way. And he starts going for his crazy laugh. And then he started doing this. Funny, funny, funny. So then we get to the trainer, checking on Dean Ambrose backstage while Seth Rollins is there with him. And also we get the Bar and Samoa Joe attacking Seth Rollins. They took out Seth Rollins, and then also Ambrose was trying to help and everything. But Samoa Joe, he shows the crates that smashes Ambrose's elbow. And Ambrose starts screaming in pain and like, okay. So I think Ambrose is working an injured elbow where he needs to take time off. So, and there's nothing when it comes to Dean Ambrose. In the match earlier, he didn't wrestle that much. In fact, he wasn't even in the match that much. In fact, the only person that were in the ring was Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose was nowhere near in that ring, other than to go outside the ring, attack the opponents. Other than that, Ambrose didn't get involved in the match at all that much, because I think he is working I think he was working injured, which is why they're trying to write him off right now. So I think he's gonna heal off for now, and then he might make his return to WWE at the Royal Rumble, but we'll see. So if he is really hurt, then I wish him well, and hopefully he comes back, and hopefully he doesn't wrestle crappy anymore. Um, okay, next we get Heath Slater and Rhino to to go up against the Revival. Yes. No, no. Yeah. Say yeah, because the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder are back. And when the Revival are back, every Monday night will be Monday Night Revival, because the Revival are here to revive Monday Night Raw. So yeah, after Scott Dawson being out for I can't remember, for basically for months now. Now the Revival are back and they're stronger than ever. Dash Wilder is stronger than ever. Scott Dawson is stronger than ever. The Revival are stronger than ever. And pretty soon, they'll be going after the Raw Tag Team titles. The Raw Tag Team titles are all theirs. Can't wait for that. As far as the match was, decent match. The Revival, they do what they do best, and they show how they're a throwback in an old school type of tag team. Even though they're new guys and everything, they're young and fresh wrestlers. But yeah, these guys can go. As singles wrestlers they can go too, but as a tag team, they could soar to new heights. So basically they beat Heath Slater in the match, by the way, because Heath Slater was legal with the just January machine. So the Revival wins the match, which obviously no, they're not going to lose after making their return. So would make sense if they would have lost. So yeah, I'm happy that they won, and I'm happy that they're back because, like I said, the Revival are here to revive Monday Night Raw, where every Monday night from now on for Raw is going to be Monday Night Revival. Next we get Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle backstage, well, basically in Kurt Angle's office. So they discussed something and everything. Stephanie McMahon has a smile on her face and everything, which is for good reason. We'll get to that later. They didn't really say anything. In fact, we couldn't even hear them because I think they were muted, and over here was just the music background of Monday Night Raw. But that was basically it. But but I'll get to Stephanie McMahon later. That annoying cunt. Next we get Heath Slater and Rhino walking backstage. After their loss, Kurt Angle walks up to them and says to them that if you guys want more opportunities, you gotta shake up and everything or else. And then he sort of was worried and everything. What do you mean or else? Are we gonna be fired? Because he's like, I got kids and everything. And then Ryan's like, no, you got toughen up and everything. And he's like, I got an idea. And then he starts like, is it gonna hurt? So what they're doing with this one, we'll probably won't know about it the next 2 weeks. Because I doubt they're gonna do something next week on Raw, because next week Raw is gonna be Raw Christmas. Next we get Elias. He comes out. He has a question for everyone. Who wants to walk with Elias? I do. So he talks about Tom Brady, which, by the way, fuck Tom Brady. So basically, he talks about how Tom Brady is a legend, but Elias is also a legend too. But should I say, in paraphrase, Elias is a real legend. So he talks about Roman Reigns to the limit and no yeah. So he talks about how Roman Reigns was taken to the limit by Elias, and he talks about how he survived Braun Strowman's path of destruction. And he talks about how Kurt Angle is afraid of him. Because he's becoming huge in WWE right now. And he talks about how on January 28th, 2018, Elias, so far, the first entry. No, don't take it the wrong way, folks. I'm not saying he's going to be entered as number one. I'm saying he's the first guy to announce to have an entry into the 2018 Royal Rumble match. And I'm excited for this guy. He's gonna be something in the WWE. And we'll see how he turns out in his performance in the Royal Rumble, which I know he's gonna do great, by the way. So then we get to Elias singing a song dedicated to Roger Goodell. So he's getting ready to sing, but then all of a sudden Sasha Banks comes out to interrupt him. Elias was like, okay, you could join with me. And then he tried to sing again, but then Mickey James comes out and interrupt. And he's like, okay, 2 women, I could deal with that. And he's like, but no more interruptions, please. So he starts trying to sing again. And then Bayley comes out. And like, despite Sasha Banks, who I hate, Mickey James, who I can deal with, but Bayley, I fucking hate her too. Sasha Banks, Bayley, I hate them both. I wish Elias would have just El Cabond them with his guitar. I'm just saying. But Bayley wanted a hug from Elias. Elias was like, nope, I'm walking past by you, and like, good. There's no such thing as hugging in wrestling. So fuck off, Bayley. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Fuck Bayley. WWE announced that this week on 205 Live, Hideo Itami is going to make his debut. If you saw Hideo Itami his debut on Raw, you know how he's going to end up being on 205 Live. For those who watches. And then WWE announced that John Cena is going to make his Raw return next week on Raw on Christmas Day. Raw Christmas. He's gonna do it for Santa. Fuck John Cena. And why he's gonna be on Raw? Because he's a free agent. Fuck out here. Fuck John Cena. And yeah, I'm not watching Raw on that night. Fuck that. It's fucking Christmas. Do something on Christmas, folks. Spend Christmas with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. Doesn't matter. Don't spend your Christmas day watching Raw. Especially when you got fuckboy Buckethead on that show. For next week. But let's get to the match. We get Sasha Banks, Mickie James, Bayley versus the Absolution, which is Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. And the match was a main event match. And if you all know what that meant, when he had Stephanie McMahon coming back and everything, talking to Kurt Angle backstage, and then we get to the main event match for the women's. So the match itself wasn't much of a match, folks. Wasn't much of a match, because basically a lot of clusterfucks going on in the match and everything, and it ended by disqualification. Sasha Banks, Mickie James, and Bayley, they won by disqualification because the Absolution were breaking the rules. So then we get Nia Jax coming out. Yeah, Nia Jax comes out. She confronts the Absolution. Absolution beat her down a little bit. We get the Raw Women's division coming out of the locker room to be upon the Absolution. Same thing that they did last week and everything. And then also when Stephanie McMahon comes out, and when she came out, everyone in the ring stopped. Yeah, because when Stephanie McMahon walks in the arena, everyone's got to stop because she's a dominant female, right? She's a dominant woman because she's the boss's daughter. Fuck out of here. She fucking sucks. So, Stephanie McMahon, she comes out spewing her bullshit, how saying let me see, I'm gonna go word for word here. She says a revolution started 3 years ago, and like, there you go. There's a spew of bullshit there. When it comes to the women's in the ring, she says the women's on SmackDown as well. And like, but you're running a show on Raw. What does that have anything to do with you running talking about the women's on SmackDown too? You're a Raw general manager, not a SmackDown I mean, you're a Raw commissioner, not a SmackDown general manager. See, now I'm fucking messing up in here now. But whatever, yeah. But yeah, makes no sense by the way. Talking about just the women's from SmackDown, and like, but you had nothing to do with SmackDown. Dummy. And she talks about how every woman who competed before the Fabulous Moolah and the great Mae Young, and now she's doing this to pander, to kiss ass, to get people to like her because she's mentioning the Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young. Fuck off, Stephanie McMahon. I still fucking hate you. You fucking suck, cunt. But she says they turned it into a revolution, into an evolution. And she talks about how the women's had their first Hell in a Cell, their first TLC, and like, no, they didn't. What the fuck she's talking about? She didn't start a TLC. I mean, the women's didn't start a TLC match. They started a Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I'll remember if she said TLC or women's Money in the Bank ladder match, but I heard something about ladder and everything. But whatever. Surprised she didn't mention women's the first ever women's tables match too, which by the way that's been done before. So I don't know. I'm trying to remember if that's what she was saying, but she didn't. No, the women's didn't have the first ever TLC match because if they did, they would have done it last year, and they would have done this year too, but they didn't do it. So what the fuck she's talking about? Again, she's out there spilling all these bullshit. That's all I fucking hear about. It's her spilling all this bullshit. I say to myself, get to the fucking point. Get to the point where the women are gonna have the Royal Rumble. That's all she's gotta do. Why couldn't she just do that? Just come out there and announce the women's gonna have their first ever Royal Rumble match. That's all. That's it. Well, let's get to this. So she says, that's enough, though, and she says, and she's like, how about they make history once again, And she says on January 28th, on the road to WrestleMania, will kick off, what will kick off on at Philadelphia when we had the first ever women's Royal Rumble match. And like, thank God, like, finally got to the fucking point. And Stephanie McMahon is pandering to the crowd, kissing ass to the crowd, putting her lipstick on, and sniffing dicks for all them to chant yes. Because can I get a yes chant? Well, of course they did. And I'm like, fuck you, Stephanie McMahon. Fuck you. She's literally trying to take credit for everything that the women's division has done. And that's nothing. If she really cared about the women's division, why she didn't try hard enough to fight for the women's division during all those times? We could have more than 3 matches. I mean, more than 3 minutes matches for these women. We could have more than 5 minute matches. 5 minute matches for these women. Why could she find enough during that time? Why all of a sudden now she cares about the women's division? So fuck out here, Stephanie McMahon. You fucking trash. You're fucking phony. But positive note here, folks. I am glad the rumors are true. I'm glad the rumors have finally come out, to its influences, because it's been rumored for about a year now that WWE was planning on doing a women's Royal Rumble match, and sure enough, we're finally getting that. Some people were expecting to get it this year, but it didn't happen. But now I'm glad in 2018 we're finally going to get it. I'm happy. I'm excited. Now, of what I'm hearing, it's going to be 20 women's in the Rumble, while the men will have their own Royal Rumble, as they always do, when it comes to a 30-man Royal Rumble. So we're going to get a 20-woman Royal Rumble match. I'm assuming. Again, that's another rumor I'm hearing. It's going to be 20 women's in the Rumble, but we'll see. But I look forward to see how it turns out. Hopefully all the women's can manage to pull it off. All I can do is hope and have some high expectations for it too. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the women's Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble 2018. So yeah, there you go. But with that being said, let's get back to the amount of wrestling for Raw when it comes to December 18, 2017 edition. Wow, this is sad. Eight matches. Okay, 8 matches, but some of the matches, we're going through emotions and all that. But oh wow, 8 matches. Wow, that's a first. But yeah. So talking about wrestling for WWE RAW from December 18, 2017 edition, 8 matches. But when it comes to that, for out number one, total wrestling for out number one was 2. Total amount of wrestling for out number 2, 3. And total amount of wrestling for out number 3, 3. But yeah, we got a total amount of wrestling of 8 matches for Raw for December 28, December 18, 2017. I meant to say. Sorry, I was checking notification there. All right, let me just get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, now let's get to my overall showing for the show. My overall showing for WWE RAW of December 18, 2017. It was an average show, but I still thought the show was passable. I thought it deserves a slight thumbs up. So, I guess I'll go 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10 basically. So, yeah, I thought it was an average show. It wasn't boring to me. It wasn't boring. I mean, some of it it was I feel like it was going through emotions, but overall I thought it was a passable Raw. An average an average show. But that's all I gotta say about this show. So wrapping said, folks, thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap up from here. If this is your first time watching me, Robert Serrano Jr., please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this Raw review from December 18, 2017 edition. Give it a thumbs up. Basically hit the like button. If you dislike this review, give it a dislike. The choice is yours. So I'm gonna call it a night. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later on when it comes to the SmackDown and 205 Live review. So you all take care. Have a good night. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all soon. From the Natural Born Driller. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated.